Hello, Jedi Masters. Okay, guys, we have got to talk about this Fantastic Four movie. Okay, and I know I'm a couple days late, but sorry, life keeps getting in the way. All right, guys, went to see this movie at the theater, and I just have to say that wow. I mean, my expectations were not high. I told myself, don't put your expectations up so high that you get disappointed. And I should have put my expectations up high because this movie was everything that was promised. I walked in there just thinking about all the Fantastic Four movies that there have been and just how each one could have been so much better if they had added a lot of, the content from the actual comic books. Stop with the telling the story of how they became the Fantastic Four and trying to set it in place. But this story right here in this movie, Fantastic Four First Steps, it is comic book ideal. It is just you step into this comic book and you are living the life of a person that is protected by the Fantastic Four. And I have to say that this cast just did a phenomenal job interpreting each of these characters that we all love and adore. I mean, it was perfect casting. At least for me, in my opinion, this was perfect casting, guys. And I liked how they did include origin, but they included it in a way that didn't take away from the plot of the movie. It was kind of like, thrown in there, kind of like let's reminisce a little bit and let's kind of like, how they got started, okay? So basically in the movie, they've been the Fantastic Four for a few years, protecting Earth and just being the protectors and, doing their thing. Reed Richards doing his, elastic thing and the Invisible Woman doing her thing, Susan Storm, and then we got Johnny with the attitude and the being a hothead, no pun intended, actually pun intended because it's pretty cool. And then of course we have the thing Ben Grimm. But it is so refreshing to see these actors really take these roles and make it their own. I mean, as I was watching, I was like, these guys were born to play the Fantastic Four together. And I'm also glad that they just didn't go with your run-of-the-mill, let's confront them against Doom again. No, I love the fact that they not created, but used from the comic books the huge, big bad, like Galactus. I mean, you can't get any bigger than, actually you can, but I'm not going to mention it. Galactus, and of course, having the Silver Surfer, Shalabal, be involved, just the different aspect, because we were used to one Silver Surfer, and I know there's been a lot of online criticism that the fact that the Silver Surfer is a girl, but if you're a comic nut like I am and we are, we know that there are different variations of the Silver Surfer. Remember, this is a multiverse. There are different variations to every character. Every character has gone through ups, downs, changes, unalivings, coming back from unaliving. So there's so much content out there, and just to have taken it, Matt Shakman, that was the director, this vision that he had, it just fit everything so perfectly. So they have this, adversary, they have Galactus, and I also love the fact that they finally included Franklin, because he is such a big part of just the Fantastic Four within itself. It's their son, and their son with, these abilities. If you've read the comic books, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Really. So just having this extra character and him being involved with the family unit, it just brought everything even closer together and just made everything even more believable. Like really, like even the costumes, the era that the movie is based in, and just this being a different Earth than the one that we're used to watching, just put everything into such a bigger landscape in the multiverse. And it's gonna help so much for even Avengers Doomsday. This is just gonna help so much just to bring out more of the multi-universe. And I am dying to see how many more characters are just going to pop up in that Avengers Doomsday. Okay? So anyway, the movie, you have this conflict with Galactus, and Galactus just wants one thing. And what does Galactus want? Spoilers if you have not seen Fantastic Four First Steps. He wants Franklin. As we know, us who have read the comic books, Franklin is a very powerful being. He has cosmic powers. He is able to create universes. Again, if you have read the comic books like me, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, sorry, spoilers. Go see Fantastic Four First Steps. So having this power, then Galactus wants to consume that. And of course, you know, everything going on and just the difficulty of them knowing that their child will always be in danger, because if Galactus can sense what he is, other beings will probably be able to sense what he is as well and try to come after him. So them coming together as a family to protect Franklin and try to basically, you know, get rid of Galactus and defeat him just made this movie go even higher in my expectations. And I don't want to spoil it too much because I want you guys to go see it. Even just like the inner workings and how they interact with each other, and of course with the people that they're protecting. They're the citizens, that the citizens see them as these like big protectors. What are you guys going to do against Galactus? How are you going to protect us? And them, you know, having to tell them, you know, he's asking for something we can't give, but we're going to defeat him together as a society. And that's good because it's showing that society can come together for the greater good. No pun intended. Let's talk about the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer, I think they did an amazing job. The character was so well-rounded. It was explained beautifully how she became the Silver Surfer and the reasons why. I'm not going to spoil that part. Again, go watch the movie. And the interactions that she has with Galactus in opposition to the interactions she has with the Fantastic Four, specifically Johnny. Not going to spoil it. I can't do it. But it is just so critical to the plot of the movie. And another thing that I really, really liked, before I forget, is just that this movie did not have a lull. There was no space where you can be like, I'm gonna look around the theater, or no. It kept you there, guys. Everything just went boom, boom. This happened, action, reaction, action, cause and effect. It kept you going and it kept you there. That was genius. Not the usual movies where you're like, there's so much explanation going on, there's so much blah, 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 there's so much text, there's so much. No, this was like, this is what's happened, this is what's happening, this is what's going to happen, this is how we're going to deal with it. Pure genius, I'm telling you. Guys, this is an amazing movie. Let's see what else. Let's see if there's something I didn't like about the movie. What I didn't like, I'm going to have to say the unuse of the villains. Because, I mean, not villains, but the secondary characters like Mole Man or something like that. I feel like they could have been used further, or could have been explored a little more, or just, you know, more screen time. I mean, I know that the point of it was just this big battle with Galactus, but I think that there could have been more there, maybe even helping them try to defeat Galactus. Just saying. But aside from that, I don't think I have anything that I didn't like about the movie. I really liked, hands down, loved it. Like, I would give it like 10 lightsabers. For real. There's nothing. And I mean, this has been like a blockbuster summer. I mean, first we had like, you know, Superman, and now we have the Fantastic Four. And Marvel, I gotta say, you guys hit the nail on the head on this one. You guys, this was good. Don't mess it up for Avengers Doomsday, please. Really think about it. Really get in there and just really like work everything so it could just come together and be this amazing adventure that we go on, okay? So what do you guys think? Have you seen Fantastic Four: The First Steps? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would definitely see it again. Anybody inviting? Actually, I would see it a bunch of times. I cannot wait to see how they play a role, perhaps in Avengers Doomsday, and how that's going to come about and what's going to happen there. And just letting you know, there's post-credit scenes. It's Marvel, of course there are, but I'm not going to tell you, so go watch it. Alright guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. And as always, from my heart to yours, put some love out into the universe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.